Hello everyone, welcome back. In the last video, we wrote our first JavaScript code, that is console.log. We write our first hello world program in JavaScript. So today we will discuss about variables. So before we do that, let me just quickly show you how you can easily link your JavaScript files inside a HTML file. So it will be helpful for future purposes because we will be linking JavaScript files or writing JavaScript programs in a different, that is script.js files, which you can see on my screen. I've already created it. If you haven't already, just create it just like that. So to link an script file, just type in script src script.js and make sure to close the script tag. Now in this video, we'll be talking about variables. So to store some information, we use variables. Think of variables like containers that hold data. For example, I'll simply show you that my name is Keen and let's say my age is 22. Now I'll simply try to show you in the output, for which I will simply write in or type in console.log and both of the variables, that is name and age. Let me just quickly run the live server, and as you can see, I'm on my live server in my browser. And now I'll simply right click and click on inspect and just head over to the console. And as you can see, my both outputs, that is the variables, are being shown on the output of my screen. So similarly, now it's just like putting labels on boxes, one box for name and one for age. So now let's get back to the next part of the video. That is, we have three ways to create a variable in JavaScript, that is var, let, and const. So a quick rule, that is, if you use let, it can change later. So let me just quickly give you an example. So I will type let score is equals to 10 and I'll simply type score is equals to 20. I forgot to add is equal to, so I'll simply type in is equal to once again. Similarly, if I use const, which is used for the constant variables, that is which cannot change. So let's say I will assign a country named USA and I'll again try to assign the same variable with a different value, let's say India. So this should show me an error when I print or console.log this to my output. So let me just quickly copy and console.log country. So we'll move back to my output screen as I showed you previously, and as you can see currently the result has been displayed. So it's saying uncaught type error and assignment to the constant variable. So as you can see, we cannot assign more than one variable to the variable containing const keyword right at the front. So that's the difference between let and const. So let's talk about var. Why not var? So var has a function scope and not block scope. So let me just quickly show you what I mean by that. That means if you declare a variable inside the curly braces, it still leaks outside the block, which it shouldn't. So you should, or you must keep that in mind. So as you can see on my output screen, my value is still working, which shouldn't, because it's inside a curly braces, which is not a block. And similarly with var, it can be redeclared accidentally. So you can declare the same variable multiple times and overwrite it by mistakes. So let me just quickly show you an example, that is var x10 and var x20. Let me just quickly print the new value of x. As you can see, it replaces the existing one, that is the first assigned value, and it overwrites it. So but let and const prevents such error, as it shows the validation saying already declared. And the third option, var, is not used in modern JavaScript because it gets moved or hosted to the top of its scope automatically. So it acts like it's declared even before your code runs. As you can see, it's showing me undefined because my code is already running or hosted weirdly. So let and const are hosted too but not initialized, so they give a proper error instead of weird behavior. So that's it for today guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. In the next video we will be learning about data types. So stay tuned.